Wait a second.
Let's go. However,
stop! Don't move! Don't you dare move!
wait. Hold on.
Look!
Hey, are you all right?
I told you. I didn't see no deserters. Place.
What? Why?
To send a message, boy. Either we give ourselves up, or these innocents pay the price.
But the only one who could know we survived, and the only one who could send soldiers after us. Oh, come on, let's move. I knew I'd find you here. You were the only one who never went up to the fort itself, after all. It couldn't have been anyone else.
Who would have thought 3 sorry stragglers would make it past a whole unit of assassins?
Bastard! You never intended for anyone to survive. You knew the human would be there.
Naturally. You heard the reports. I only put more bait on the hook. I wasn't expecting that damn thing to be rampaging already.
You sent those soldiers to their deaths. Why?
Because the kingdom's guard is powerless before the humans, and only a pile of bodies will prove that to the public.
So someone wants the King's Guard disgraced. And when the people need him most, a savior rises as their shield. Is that your game?
Savior? Speak plain, boy. You think he's one of Luis's men?
A pitiful flock needs its shepherd. If a little blood is what it takes to show them who their real savior is, then that's a price easily paid.
That's why those sons and daughters died. For your savior.
They aren't the first. The soldiers cry for reinforcements, the villagers plead to be spared. But I know better than to confront a human.
A village? You refused. Wait, then you were the one who... 7 years ago, the first Flames Day of June, a village in the northern hills was razed to the ground. A village called Harlia.
Oh, yes, that might have been a name.
Then you made a fatal mistake, Klinger. You left one survivor!
Stay back!
Help me!
You played right into our hands, you know. This was the only road without checkpoints. A simple deduction.
You're a disgrace to your title. I may not make it out alive, but as for you, you're hopeless!
O thou who art seared with bitterness, O thou anguished traveler, it is time for thou to choose thy path. O lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path, awaken.
What?
What the? Oh, no! I can't fail Lord Luis. Without him, I've got nothing left. You struggle in vain. I won't let you rob me of my glory! This is the way of the real world, little lordling!
You call this real? Leaders abandon their people and the innocent die by their scorn. If that's the real world, then it can die alongside you! My name is Leon Stroll de Halietus. My home and my family were taken from me. I am the last of my house. I am the last of my noble bloodline. And in the name of my people, I will strike you down where you stand! Come! I will show you a world with honor!
What is this?
Wait! He's got power like yours now? Well, better show him how to use it!
I don't know what you think you're doing, but I'll not cave to an empty threat like that! This ignite is all I need to turn you to ash! You lot, get to it! Cover me!
So he scampers off to protect himself, and his subordinates get to be his living shields. The man's showing his true colors. I'll fix the filthy coward with the end he deserves.
The Igniter's powerful, but it takes care and calculation to wield. If you sense danger, steel your defenses and endure it.
I'll cut you down!
You
Let's go.
fools have no idea
Wind.
who your savior is!
Still up?
Shameless! Die!
Struggle all you like.
Hack and slash!
I won't hold back! Scour! A tough
Take
one.
this!
Die!
I shall vanquish evil! I'll cut you down!
Let's
go.
Already.
Wind!
Die!
Oh, please! Hack and slash!
You
forth, Royal
have
Sword.
No idea who you're saving.
Take this!
Die! Die!
Trivial!
I call upon royal power within! Not done
I'll
yet.
get some distance. Seeker!
Here!
Still standing.
Die! 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 You!
Nice done! You've got some fancy footwork, Stroll.
No holding back!
Luis!
Not bad, if I say so myself.
Impossible!
Never expected a commissioned officer would end up a wild-eyed zealot.
How did I do all that? And without an igniter?
Just like him. Who are you two, really?
I'm Leon Stroll. Just a fallen noble from the countryside. Back there, Klinger mentioned a village that was raised by a human. They sent for help, but he abandoned them. Halia was its name. I'm the son of its lord, and now I know what really happened. We sent our fastest riders, but we were doomed from the start. If Luis was behind it, then that's all I need to know. He's the one who'll answer for it. I have my own reason to fight now. I don't want to be an ally of convenience alone, so once more, please, let me join your cause.
What do you say, Grius?
I say keeping an eye on you was too much trouble in the first place.
So you've no objections? What say you, friend?
We're brothers in arms, my friend.
Brothers in... yes. I'll do my best to deserve that honor. Now, onward.
The proud noble, strong. Within him dwells the virtue of the warrior. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Together we stand.
Did you feel that just now? What's going on? Does it have something to do with that odd magic? Now that I think about it, once you awakened, isn't it weird that Stroll followed not long after? What does this mean?
Huh? Wait, what? Hey, where are we? What just happened?
Surprising indeed. Somehow you find yourself here once more. As long as you walk your path, I shall faithfully watch over you. May we meet again.
What? Where are we?
You two all right there? Looked as if you were in some kind of trance.
Trance? Wait. Have we been here this whole time?
It was strange. As if I felt something in the air. My senses sharpened near tenfold. It reminded me of my old days studying magic.
What? So that wasn't a dream. Grius, that's probably his power. You studied back at the Sanctum, right? I know you couldn't get the hang of it then, but I think we might have just awakened it.
Awakened it? But that... Who are you people? The truth, if you would.
Look, in all honesty, we barely know any more than you do. But the short version is, well, I think you can use that power now.
I think you might be right. The way it feels is... Well, this is magic, eh? I'd all but given up on it, but... Fate had other plans, it seems. Enough. We must move on. There is far to go still. And lad, I follow your lead now, at least when it comes to how we use these skills in battle. We haven't the luxury of time to train with magic.
Same here. You've clearly got a sense for this, and I'd rather make myself useful than muddle your strategies.
We've 5 days until the funeral. That's precious little time, and we'd best not waste it.
What is that?
It's a crystal. Of raw magla. This feels wrong somehow. Now I remember. They say in the lands beyond mortal reach, great spires of crystal stand. And anyone who might touch them is driven mad.
That's all just superstition though, right? Still, this thing is giving off a really nasty aura.
That's no ordinary monster. Some kind of human?
The way it's moving, it's almost like it's protecting the crystal.
Here it comes. I'll attack from here. I won't hold back. Burn!
I will fight Seeker! Let me help.
I owe you.
Are you prepared? Here.
My thanks.
I can't afford to hold. I call upon royal power within!
Mage! Please!
Got them right in their weak
It's okay.
spot.
We can do
Sharp
this.
as always, Grius.
You're here?
What now? Get on!
Oh, please!
Nice dodge! You've got some fancy footwork, Stroll.
This should work!
Hey!
Now,
Hey!
let's
Wake
mage!
up! Still
Crystallize!
right here! Got them right in their weak
Now,
spot.
what's the play?
Sharp as always, Grius.
This calls for one of these.
That help. I'm not
Badly
dying.
wounded! Don't push yourself so hard!
Mage! Please!
Got them right in their weak
I
spot.
can't afford to hold back.
Sharp as always, Grius.
Here!
I owe you.
Hey!
This I won't hold back.
Wake up! We're still in a fight here!
In the name of justice! This should work!
Hey!
Any
Hey!
means
Wake up!
necessary.
We're still in a fight here!
What is this crystal? By my guess, the monsters were drawn to its aura. We shouldn't leave something so sinister just lying around.
More questions than answers, but there's no time to ponder them. We better move.
Really?
That's...
Huh?
Luke. But got it.
But
Let's go. Don't panic.
Watch out!
Look!
What the? No, stop.
Run! What? Hurry! Run!
We actually made it out.
And in one piece, no less.
Speak for yourself! I think that shaved a couple years off my life.
Damn storm. Can't afford too many delays, but we'll not be getting far in this torrent. We can make camp tonight, and slip onto a carriage to the capital tomorrow, once we're out of the wastes. We'll have to, if we want to make it in time.
Public carriage seems a bit risky, doesn't it?
Not with all the outsiders flocking in for the funeral. We'll be 3 faces among hundreds.
Lovely. Another carriage ride. Hopefully this one's smoother than the last couple.
Let's just get our camp set up. Somewhere dry, preferably.
Ah, this is so cozy. I feel alive again.
It's certainly better than freezing. Reminds me of when I was a child. Back then, I wouldn't have been caught dead out in the wilderness like this. Countryside nobility like us had no fortune to speak of. My parents bowed and smiled for their money, and honestly, I despised them for it. Back then, I thought being a noble was about, I don't know, a life of prestige, being respected. But one spring 7 years ago, our town was attacked by this horrific creature. A human. Though I'd no idea at the time. I was evacuated alongside the servants while the rest of the town burned. I waited for my parents to join us in the shelter, but they would never come. The parents I'd so despised had stayed behind to protect the villagers who couldn't flee.
That must have been hard.
Still, it opened my eyes. It changed everything. It taught me who my parents really were, what it really meant to be a noble. But our town's just rubble now. A footnote in history. The human that destroyed us is all we'll ever be known for. I remember my father petitioning the capital for aid, but no reply came. Even knowing how much of a threat the humans were. Now, I think, what if the army? Well, Luis. What if he's the one who abandoned us? If we were just a pawn in his game, then I will make him pay.
Hey, Grius. We all trust each other now, don't we? I think we can tell him.
Aye. Maybe you're right. I'll admit the lad's sword put me in mind of the past.
Something special about that sword?
Well, we used it to identify the messenger from our faction. But it originally belonged to His Highness. A kingly gift from his father. To better suit His Highness and his keen aptitude for magic, that blade was specially forged, with raw magla folded into the metal. Of course, when swordplay bored him, he'd amuse himself by levitating it or standing atop it to glide about. A royal rascal, that one. Those days were all too short. Then, 12 years ago, it all came crashing down.
I've heard. The prince was attacked, right?
There was a plot on his life. One I wish I'd rooted out sooner. Just like tonight, it was pouring rain. Your Highness, this way! Hurry these blackguards into the palace!
lord! Are you hurt?
Back!
A royal knight. A wench and nothing more.
You knave! You know nothing of true knighthood. Pledged my life to the prince, and I'll not lose it to you! Highness!
Don't falter! Give chase!
Stop! They dare harm him! I failed him. Again.
Highness! Highness! What is this? His Highness survived the attack, but the curse hanging over him was powerful and complex. Of all the mage healers in the capital, not one could wake him. And he grew weaker with each passing day. We might lift the curse if we knew the specifics of its formula, but Luis would never give that up. Which leaves but one way. To dispel the curse, its caster must die.
And you're sure Luis is the man you seek?
I saw him in the fray. He was younger then. Younger even than you are now, and shorter besides. I could never mistake him. And now, after spilling the royal blood of father and son both, the people call him not traitor, but savior for his highness, for the king, and for the very future of this country. He must be dealt with. To kill Luis is to see justice served.
I see. So as he did with the prince, he would make of my city a stepping stone to further heights. A tool to spread the infamy of the humans. You haven't told that story to many, have you? Thank you for trusting me with it.
A rogue never forgets a debt. Even if it takes 3 generations, we'd see it repaid. But neither do we forget a grudge. And Luis will know that soon enough.
So, that's what all this is about. Say, friend, this mission means a lot to you too, doesn't it?
Yes. Of course it does.
You've been carrying a greater weight than I realized. In any case, I owe you my life. And we've both got something we'd fight to protect. Let's save this country. Together. Ideally, once we're out of this cold, of course. I think it's about time we eat. We're almost to the capital, after all. I'd say that's worth celebrating.
The royal funeral draws ever closer. 2 days remain.
Finally, we found a ride. Looks like we should make it in time for the funeral after all.
Last time we rode in a public carriage, it was hit by bandits. A pack of Luis zealots too, if I remember. Talk about a nasty surprise.
You've come a ways since then. Any bandits who set on us now are in for a nasty surprise.
Reminds me of the road to the fort. Sitting there in the cart. Never could have imagined you and I would be the only survivors. Strange. How fast life can change.
You okay?
Unfortunately, I'd not had time to put any names to faces. Don't even know the name of the Roussant fellow we talked down.
The last couple days have certainly been eventful. Almost feels like everything we thought we knew about the world was wrong.
Well, Plenty of people live their lives without taking a single step outside their city. But we haven't the luxury of ignorance, I suppose.
We're almost to the capital. Quiet now, and stay sharp.
Milady! Welcome back, and thank you for making the trip.
After so long, I am only surprised anyone remained here who yet remembered me.
Surely you jest, milady.
Pay me no mind. I heard of the king's death. The skyline is full of unfamiliar figures. 'Tis a testament to how long I've been away.
It's the guard that's changed the most. It's just chaos and politics there, arguing over matters of succession. Feels like we've lost sight of who we're even protecting. Not to mention talk of monsters at the border. We've nowhere near enough soldiers to deal with them on top of everything else.
After tomorrow, the city will calm. Once the formality of the funeral is past, a new king will be crowned. After which, I suppose there'll be no further need of a search party. Not many even remember we were searching in the first place.
The fog's rolling in. Rain's the last thing we need.
Can this funeral withstand more misfortune? I've heard they don't have enough soldiers to keep the peace.
Oh, it'll be fine. All the aristocrats are bringing their own personal guards. I imagine boredom's the worst we need to worry about.
Let's not draw attention to ourselves. There's a hostelry tucked at the back of Sunshade Row, the hushed Honeybee Inn. We'll talk details once we're there.
You're back. Papa, welcome home.
Well, hello, my Maria. I trust you've been staying out of trouble. These are, well, new recruits. Just enlisted.
So young. It's good to meet you. I'm Fabienne. This inn is my business and my home. Manners, Maria.
Welcome.
Hey! I'm wasting away over here. Where's my order?
Maria, could you handle that?
Yes, right away.
You're back sooner than I thought. Something happened.
Something bad. Barely any survivors.
I see.
I didn't know Grius had a daughter.
I know I've already asked so much of you, but would you mind looking after Maria a little while longer?
Of course. It wouldn't be the honeybee without her. Now, as for the rest of you, after braving the frontiers with this curmudgeon, I'm sure you would welcome a warm supper.
Once we're done, we'll head upstairs.
It's so good.
Oh, spicy. I can't feel my tongue.
Oh, pipe down and eat, boy.
That was delicious, especially the meat. I wasn't expecting it to have such a kick, but it grows on you fast.
Red grass roasted beedow. Bird meat. One of her hometown specialities. She's risked a lot to shelter me and to help the resistance. I owe her more than I can say.
You said we were short-handed, but are we really the only ones?
I know we've plenty of independent agents fighting in their own ways, but it seems none could avail themselves to us, which means we're the only ones who can do this.
Still, killing Luis. That's not going to be an easy feat.
Grius, do you have a plan? Fill us in.
Midway through the funeral, in broad daylight. That's insane.
It's risky, to be sure, but we'll never find a better chance at confronting the man directly. Don't worry. I'll be the only one getting close to him. I'll need you to draw Luis's attention from a different location. All I need is an opening. And don't rely on your fancy powers for this, all right? It'll attract too much attention. Killing a man and slaying a beast are two very different things. This is all I need.
You're joking. You and that kitchen knife against an archmage. Isn't there anything we can do to help?
No, you'll just get in the way. Besides, this kitchen knife can slit his throat like the swine he is. A fast kill, if not a clean one. It's nothing I've not done before. Give me my opening, and the man's dead.
Does Fabienne know about this?
Course she does, boy. That woman's made of tougher stuff than you or I will ever be. One last thing. Keep Maria company a while, would you? The girl gets lonely on her own.
Aren't you at least going to tuck her in?
Got to prepare tonight. Too much still needs doing. And best that it's done as far from her as possible.
And there's his fatherly side, I suppose. Sorry, but I'm going to bed early. I need a full night's rest if I don't want to be a liability.
Well, we've all been short on time to ourselves, but I'd feel bad leaving Maria all alone. Shall we go check in on her, at least?
As dawn breaks, so begins the procession to the Grand Cathedral.
The King's casket has left the castle. The procession will take the main streets to its destination, the Grand Cathedral. I'll have you blend in with the guards posted there. On my mark, you'll create a distraction. Draw Luis's attention.
What, with the soldiers? But our uniforms are...
I had Fabienne patch them up.
In the state they were in? That must have taken all night. Let me see.
Thanks for keeping Maria company yesterday. I'd appreciate if it wasn't the last time.
I'm never sleeping again, am I?
Just bear with it, boy. Call it a personal favor. I appreciate it. The girl just has trouble making friends is all. We're gonna split up as soon as we leave. At the Grand Cathedral, we'll pose as guards to cause a commotion. I leave the rest to you.
I'll see to everything here, don't worry.
Papa.
I'll be back tonight. Be a good girl while I'm gone, eh?
We can read a little more from my book, all right?
Really?
Once we're back, let's all have dinner together.
Yes, please.
Be careful.
See you soon.
Once it's over, we'll regroup back here at night. I'm counting on you.
We'll do our best. Right then. Let's get ourselves ready, then head for the Grand Cathedral. Got it? All right.
Lots of lords and nobles. Some generals, too. All the big names are here.
Can you see Grius?
I can pick him out. Although I don't see Luis around.
Look there!
The call! What is this?
Isn't that the flower straight from the king's garden?
And a common-blooded man bearing them to a funeral? Does the man know no shame? That's tantamount to declaring himself royalty!
You barbarian!
Your fool of a king is dead! Disillusioned by vain aristocrats and simpering clergy, he withered and died under his own weakness.
The audacity!
How can he say that?
This is madness at the king's own funeral! Lord Louis speaks true! The nobles are to blame!
Names are guilty!
But open your eyes, and you will see the crisis in our nation. I will show you truth, the truth of reality. You've all been sheltered, blinded by walls of stone. Behold a human corpse! They are no mere rumor. They lurk and nest across the very land you call home. A fortress at the border was raised by a human mere days ago. How long before we're overrun? You can only blame your king's weakness. And thus, who deserves his crown? A man of proven strength!
How dare you, scoundrel! Your words verge on treason!
Against what ruler, Blueblood? The dead cannot be betrayed. Let your late king's soul bear witness. Let Louis Squeerburn be named the true and rightful ruler of Uchronia.
Hey, what do we...
What's happening?
Such power. It can't be.
The palace!
Could this be the king's own magic? I am Hythlodius V. His Majesty? The people of my land desire a new king, and I shall provide.
Did he just say Hythlodius V? That face? It can't be. His Majesty?
The king? How?
Is it him?
He was dead? Why?
Be silent! Let him say his piece.
Heed me, O kingless. Time is finite before my soul departs this benighted world. In 4 moons of life past death, there shall come a reckoning, a day of the hero. Upon that day, whosoever hath truly earned the greatest faith of the citizenry shall ascend to throne and crown by right of kings.
By right of kings? The faith of the citizenry? Truly?
From the lofty heavens shall my unfading soul look down upon thee, and from the whispered hopes of thine anxious hearts shall those to whom thine allegiances lie be laid bare.
What's happening?
I hear thy voices ring out in clarion truth. Here and now witness the faces of those most desired to become king.
It's Forden.
Count Louise! Count Louise is there too! They're all candidates.
Ha! What glorious spectacle! The mantle of king is mine by right and providence.
You go too far, Louis. We gather to mourn his majesty, and you desecrate it. You would befoul the throne, blackguard.
So be it. Shall we test that? Good people, is Forden truly fit to be king? Or shall you cast off the shackles of blind faith? We need not be chained to birth or trial. In my world, we are a people equal and united. I shall be your shield from the human menace. Together, peace is within our grasp.
When my village burned, the church did nothing.
There's no way we can fight those monsters alone.
And those of us in bonds? Will we too be protected?
Don't be fooled! He's not the man you think he is!
Hey, look!
Come, Luis! He's catching up to Borden!
Can the giant thing really see what we're thinking?
Luis, you've led the people's hearts astray!
No future exists without the power to eliminate the human crisis. Those who stand at my side, who oppose the powers that be, my protection is yours. Or refuse my hand and perish. I will lead us over your corpses.
You mean, just as you killed the king?
A country is heavier than a crown, and he could not bear it. Retribution past due.
You vile!
He cares nothing for the blood on his hands.
Damn you, Luis! You think you truly deserve the crown? You doom us all! I won't stand for it!
Hey, who are you?
Silence him! A Kingslayer deserves only death!
That's right! Hey!
Yes, good! You need to go too.
Where's Grius?
Alcest?
I shall not suffer the defiance of my people's will. In my name art thou punished.
Punished? Impressive. One of the royal family's dog. Rather poetic, I suppose. See how he has rewarded your loyalty.
No!
I warned you. This is the price of defiance. Though I hadn't expected the king's own magic on my side. So be it. Rally behind me. I will shield you from injustice. Rise above birth and circumstance, for they mean nothing!
Count Luis is our only
What
hope!
choice do we have? He'll kill any against him!
Not much of a choice.
Upon the day of the hero, whosoever has most earned my people's faith shall ascend upon my throne to rule, according to my judgment. Be thou criminal, pauper, or noble, thy claim is decided not by stature or trial. I shall bear witness. From this heavenly seat I am nigh omnipotent. Look to the faces carved upon this rock, and see thou the faces of the chosen. I shall brook no sabotage or obstruction of this trial. Let all hear me and obey.
The damned!
Hey, Grius! Grius!
Damn it.
Luis!
Alcest.
The sun sets on old fossils. It is a new dawn, and its light shines upon Lord Luis as king.
Stand down!
Damned meddlers.
So your wish is to die, is it? Your bones will be monuments to Lord Luis's glory! Ah!
No! He defiles the dead!
Ah, but Lord Luis has sent me here on an important errand.
What errand?
It seems I'll need considerable time to accumulate the Magla. Until it's done, however, I'm afraid I'll have to borrow the cathedral. The day the King's morning ends will become the day of calamity. If you mean to interfere, then die.
Stand strong! The souls of the dead do not return. He manipulates them as puppets with foul magic!
Brace yourselves, everyone!
What is this? What the hell is this?
Stroll, get a hold of yourself. We've got company.
What am I supposed to do? Got to stay calm. Calm. Damn it, I can't focus! Sorry about that. I'll be all right.
Here they come. Brace yourselves. Stroll's anxiety is spiking. Keep the enemies off him.
Stepping back. Guarding seems the wise move.
I'm falling back. Healer! Light!
I can't. Let's see how this plays out.
Stroll's anxious, and they're targeting him.
Healer! Flare!
Now, what's the play? To the fore! Warrior! Quite tougher than I thought.
I won't hold back! Light!
I shall fight as the noble I am. I call upon royal power within!
Let's go! Flare!
That'll do. Nice. I feel stronger already. Where'd that man go? Did he take soldiers into the cathedral?
There should be a mausoleum nearby. Could you take his body there?
Yes, right away.
Take care with him, please. He was a dear friend. He gave his all for the king. For the royal bloodline. The least he deserves is dignity in death. My name is Hulkenberg. I have a question for you. That power you wield, it is not something they teach in the army. You are no ordinary soldier.
And you? You're clearly more than a guard captain.
I am a knight in the Crown's service. Commanding the guard is not my station's duty, but... these are dire times.
A knight?
And you pretend at soldiery. But that matter can wait. Alsays seem to know you.
Who is that?
We'll have time for debate after we apprehend that mage. He's after the royal scepter, I'm sure of it.
The royal scepter?
Please, someone, help! Please help. I've still got a family inside.
Did he trap civilians in the cathedral?
Yes, my family, and more.
I don't envy their chances if he finds them helpless.
I am honor-bound as a knight to answer that plea. I would ask your aid as well, if you might give it.
Does it not tarnish the Royal Knights to enlist the aid of strangers?
I haven't the luxury of refusing able fighters.
If I turn back here, I'd never be able to face Grius. Any objections, my friend?
It's going to be dangerous.
That's exactly why we can't abandon these people. Let's just watch out for those accursed skeletons.
Gotta hurry.
What's become of this place? Is that Magla? And in a building like this?
It's just like in the abandoned mines.
What was that sound?
Brace yourselves. It's collapsing.
Look! The entrance!
Damn it! Now how are we supposed to get inside?
I'll not be getting in this way. That collapse was no accident. He means to halt our advance. Best to seek another way. And I've a plan to do it.
A plan's more than I have. Right. Lead the way.
Before we go any further, I would have my answers. We must speak of the man Luis executed.
So, were you a friend to Grius?
Yes. I knew him as Alsace. Arvid Alsace. He'd been engaged as a tutor to His Royal Highness, teaching him swordsmanship at the King's behest.
I see.
Yes. Well, it was back when I myself was serving as one of His Highness's personal guards.
You're a personal guard for the Prince.
I was. Now he is lost to me. Which brings me to the heart of my concern. I hope you can give me the answer I seek. Why were you trying to kill Luis?
Well...
Revenge. The assassination is for His Highness. To avenge his death.
Revenge?
Not just for the Prince. Luis killed the King as well.
Alsace was a calculating man. Callous, where softer hearts falter. He was not some wild-eyed revolutionary, driven by petty emotion. Why would such a man sacrifice all in the name of revenge?
Who knows? Is that all you wanted to know, then?
If nothing else, you were friends of Alsace. Once more, I would humbly request your blades at my side.
I'd think you'd find surer allies among the Guard.
You saw for yourself their failings today. A legion may be easily divided. A squad of few elites, however, moves as one. I'll have us into the Grand Cathedral. I know the way. Will you assist me?
Naturally. How about you?
It's your decision, ultimately.
I see. Then consider yourself recruited.
Oi! Where's the state army?
I can't believe all the mess at the King's funeral. Our country's doomed, isn't it?
Pretty chaotic here.
With good reason. I was there, and even I struggled to grasp the situation.
Oh, you're back. Have you seen Maria?
Maria? She's missing.
She heard the commotion and ran off. She can't have gotten far.
Oi, Fabienne! We found Maria!
Maria!
Don't move her. She suffered a blow to the head.
She must have been caught in the wave of people fleeing. Poor girl.
She's unconscious, but I don't believe it's life-threatening.
Oh, but he'll be along soon, won't he?
I'm sorry.
I was prepared for the worst, but... Oh.
Damn it. Fabienne is taking care of Maria. Sounds like she'll have to stay put and rest for a while.
Are there people still left inside?
Most of the soldiers sent in to help haven't returned.
I expect Luis's forces made short work of them. No one's sure if that human's corpse is safe either, so it's just been left to rot.
Underground, there is a mausoleum where the dead are interred. It opens to the Grand Cathedral on the other side.
And we can trust your word, can we? How do we even get into this mausoleum?
There's a gate just beside the recruitment center. We'll make our way in from there.
Right. Let's hurry.
I'm a little worried.
Look.
Ready?
All right.
Doesn't it seem like?
Let's hurry. What's going on? We can't get through the door.
Strange as he is, that pale fellow's magic works. Good for rooting out the rats.
That blasted mage set a trap. Not surprising. We knew he was expecting us.
And you still fell for it? At least you'll be in good company.
What? It can't be.
No way.
Alcest. Alcest, stop it! Don't! Why would you die for revenge of all things? The men I fought beside was not so ruled by anger and malice. Alcest, tell me, please. Is this the price of my failure, then? The prince? For having lost him, you too would abandon me. Why did you leave me alone in the dark when you escaped with his highness? I have sought him for so many years to no avail. And now, I... Of course. 'Tis only just that you be the one to send me to him now.
Get up! Fight!
I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
No! You have it wrong!
The prince is alive!
Hey!
He's right. We do hunt Luis, but not for revenge. We mean to lift the prince's curse.
Is that true? His highness is... still...
Yes, he lives. So you have to keep fighting!
You mean, if that's true, then I...
O lodestar who wanders in solemn duty, O thou anguished traveler. Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
How are you calling? Transcending all oaths, I choose life of my own will!
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities become thy light. Thou art the brilliant star that shall illuminate the King's Road. Now, awaken.
My name is Aislinn Pacelli Machal Hulkenberg. I am knight, I am commander.
and last of the Honor Guard! Once more, I take up arms in my liege's name!
Alcest, I will see you freed.
For the liege I am sworn to, in his royal name, with this power, I shall open the way! Alcest, 'tis almost finished.
I'm sensing a huge surge of power. Hang on. It almost seems like the two archetypes are resonating with each other. Brius, I'm so sorry.
Knight! Is that all?
Warrior! Let me rethink this. Give me your aid!
Strike true! Is that all?
With healing power.
Thank you. Blade in hand!
A warrior!
Alcest!
His Highness and Maria's home. I leave them in your hands.
We'll do as you ask, friend. I swear it.
Okay.
Rest now, Alcest. We will protect Maria and His Royal Highness.
Oh. Isn't this crystal just like what we saw in the abandoned mine? It gives me the same nasty feeling. Come on. Let's just destroy it.
First he wakes the dead, and now this bizarre object. This man is dangerous and must be stopped.
You said you were a royal knight, didn't you? Were you there? On the night the prince was attacked?
Yes, though I was the least among the Order then. We saw His Highness afflicted with a horrific curse. But soon after, he mysteriously vanished. Alcest was one of His Highness's closest confidants when he disappeared. I'd wondered if they were both lost to us.
But I could see it when we told you the truth. You believed the prince was alive, didn't you?
I'd left my post to wander the land. A search party, at least in intent. News of the king's demise brought me back. Thence, we met. Now, onward. 'Tis nothing. Let us go.
Don't tis nothing me. You took a hard hit early on. Let's head back for now.
But...
We've come this far, so he'll be looking to buy time. It's just as you advised before. We can't rush in if we're to see this through. What say you? We can withdraw for now, right?
Yes. We should head back.
I'll trust your judgment. Homeward, then.
Ah, you're just in time. Maria's awake. She's not hurt too badly, but she's locked up in her room and won't come out. I told her that her father wouldn't be coming home.
So she knows.
Oh, I should say, I found a note in his belongings. Meant for you all, I'm sure. It said, if there's anything left that could serve you, take it. I left his belongings in his room, so you're free to have a look. Now that you're here, I'll go check on her one more time. Try to rest, and I'll be back shortly.
Damn you, Louise.
Can I assume you're still dedicated to the mission?
Mission?
Killing Louise to lift the prince's curse. We've lost a lot already. We can't afford to give up after one failure.
Don't worry. I've no intention of giving up now.
What do you think? Are you going after Luis?
It's your decision.
If I'm to kill Luis, I know I'll need your help. You saw what would happen under his rule. We can't just let him doom this country.
Thus do you seek Luis's death? Knowing the truth, may I join your cause? I heard of your trials at the fort, and considering all I've seen and heard, Luis clearly aims to seize the throne. Allow me to lend my blade. Even if we can put the man down, if we can't save the heir to the throne, it would be all for naught. Until the day His Highness, the Prince's life is saved. I will fight through all obstacles.
We'd be happy to have you. But are you sure?
It is but another leg on my own long journey, and now I may travel in good company. What say you?
We'd welcome you, gladly.
Truly? Thank you. I shall strive to protect you, as you saved me.
Seems a bit redundant to say after all you've done for us, but we're glad to have you.
Leave it to me. Then let us be bound in both purpose and trust. My life is your shield, and my blade is your strength.
The steadfast vassal, Hulkenberg. Within her dwells the virtue of the knight. Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
I would stake my very life upon it.
Oh! Now that she's part of the team, we ought to show her. Here. This is the prince. He's been asleep for a long, long time.
His Royal Highness.
He's stable. But unless we can do something about that curse, he's finished.
That mage could be the key to this. I couldn't guess what he aims to accomplish, but if we can capture him, he could lead us straight to Luis.
Doubtless he seeks the royal scepter. 'Tis enshrined in a chamber in the cathedral under a powerful warding seal. Such magic would likely take days of concentration to dispel, even with powers to do so.
You figure that's why he said we've got until the mourning period ends? If it's true, we still have some days until the mourning ends. Leaves us a little time to spare, but what did he mean when he told us to wait for the day of calamity? Just an ominous name for the day he grabs the scepter?
He can tell us himself at the end of a sword. The innkeeper's given her blessing, so we'll use this place as our headquarters for now.
Yeah, probably for the best. It's already gotten late today, so let's reconvene here tomorrow. Do you feel responsible for Grius and Maria?
I want to say there's nothing else we could have done.
Yeah. But that doesn't keep it from hurting. I don't make much of a guide, do I? I can't even give proper directions. God, I wish I wasn't so useless.
Me too.
Wow, are you really hitting me when I'm down? My grief is getting the better of me. But I've got to shape up. Grius gave his life for that mission. We can't let him down. Let's figure it out as a team, all right? I'll do whatever I can. Gotta focus on the here and now, not the past. Well, you should get some rest tonight in preparation for tomorrow.
Ow! What's going on here?
Did someone get here before us? Of all the places.
You lot thought it was safe to come this way. This really isn't the time to pay your respects. No easy way to say it, but this place, I don't know, it ain't right. There's dead folk shambling about. And that's after I cleaned house. Don't say I didn't warn you, eh? I'm off then.
Wait. Is it your intention to enter the Grand Cathedral?
How do you know it connects down here?
Because we're the ones who cleared the path. But I assume we'll meet more resistance inside. I beg your pardon, but are you not injured? Shouldn't you consider turning back?
Oh, I'm sorry, boss. Did I need your permission? I've got my own reasons.
At the very least, you need to stop and get those wounds treated.
I can't do that. My friend's trapped in there. And the soldier that went in to rescue her hasn't come back. I can't just sit and do nothing.
Then we will rescue her.
Hey, wait! Before you go making promises like that...
No, now that we know about this, we must act to save these people.
What's your game exactly?
We simply won't stand by and let someone in your condition walk into peril.
I don't believe you. You're hiding something. Some other reason you're willing to help a Parapus.
Believe what you like, but we're going to the top of the cathedral regardless. Is it not the wiser course to let us do as we've promised than to risk your life charging ahead?
Fine. Even I can see sense in that. My friend's a Parapus girl, about my age, with a yellow flower pin in her black hair. You'll know her when you see her. If you bring her back safe, I'll repay you. I swear.
This one's important.
Onward!
Thank you. Now.
It's terrible.
Let's hurry. Now then.
Hey! What?
Damn it.
Sorry.
Look at her ears. She's a Parapus.
Hey, wait!
Sorry I'm late. Thanks. Guess I ought to come clean. I tried, I really did. I couldn't just stand around. And you lot cleared the path so well besides. So, this is all I have right now, but... Give me a little time, would ya? I've got a bounty I'm after that'll be paying big.
You collect bounties.
What? You joking? You only helped me because you recognized me, yeah? You really don't know? I'm Katharina, the bounty hunter. And you just helped a Parapus without expecting anything in return? Doesn't that just take the cake?
I mean, weren't you in trouble?
Proper weird you are. I'll tell you though, I gave her that hair clip. Gift to say congrats for getting hired under some rich baron. Things went belly up and she got that baron to safety, but didn't make it out herself. And when he heard the news, do you know what he did? He laughed. Said even a Parapus could be useful once in a while.
That's horrible.
Isn't it? Oh, I thought so too. A world like that. I'd tear it down with my own two hands if I could. People are suffering. And all these bastards can do is shrug and carry on.
I couldn't have said it better.
Right. I can see as much in your eyes. Matter of fact, I see a lot in your eyes. You're cutting a path, and it's no small prize you're after. I don't know if we'll cross paths like this again, but if you're ever in trouble, I'll be there. That's a promise.
The loyal hunter, Katharina. Within her dwells the virtue of the brawler. Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Here we go then. Let's see which of us changes the world first. Now, I'm gonna take this poor girl home. Catch you later. If we can both stay alive that long.
This?
But...
Now then. Hey.
Come on!
Well...
I suppose...
Huh?
No.
However...
We did it! Huh?
Don't tell me.
Fine.
No.
Watch out!
I'll get some distance.
Freeze!
I shall vanquish evil!
I'll crush you! Observe the enemy. I see you!
Bird got them right
I will
in their
fight.
weak
Come
spot.
forth, royal soul! Ice!
With these fists, I call upon royal power within! Almost finished!
I've sworn oath of knighthood. There!
What? Let's go!
Joel's badly wounded.
Here they come.
Can anyone heal him?
Let's go! Freeze!
You hit their weakness.
No holding
That's your
back!
opening, Captain.
Die hard!
Joel can't take any more.
Power of...
Someone heal
I
him.
see you!
Let's stay calm.
You're not out of this yet! And the
light.
Helpful as ever. You'll be dust! Tougher than I thought!
You're all badly wounded!
Damn it!
Can anyone heal him?
Right there! May yet cling to life.
Can't take any more! Someone heal
Healing
him!
power.
Trust needed.
I owe you.
Brawler! Hack and slash. They got me.
Got it.
What? He's here!
Well, well. I truly didn't expect you to make it this high. I applaud your resilience, if nothing else.
The sanctuary was all but flooded with Magla. Zorba, was that your doing?
You've heard of me then? Well, considering Lord Luis's influence, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised.
Tell us, those bizarre Magla crystals, they shouldn't naturally form in a place like this. Are you responsible for them?
Oh, you mean the Melancholia crystals? All I did was place a passable core or two along the path to make it easier for them to form.
Melancholia crystals?
Yes, little more than a parlor trick to block your path using the newly formed crystals. All magic is derived from motes of Magla. What you saw was just one possible crystallization of it. One that drives mortals to madness.
Speak sense. You claim this horrific aberration is something natural. That you had only the barest hand in its power?
Melancholia, pure and simple. The result of pure Magla at its most dense. Man or beast, any wretch who feels its power will go berserk. They'll see anyone as a threat. Some have their bodies harden like scales. Some their very bones twist inside them until there's something else entirely.
Melancholia? What are you trying to achieve? It's the scepter you're after, isn't it?
You certainly ask a lot of questions. I'm afraid I haven't the time for answers. There is much yet to prepare.
Hey! I'm not done talking to you.
You've done nothing but talk. Perhaps you should have listened instead.
Is this a piece of bone?
I had to find some use for the scattered pieces I couldn't animate into soldiers. And now I have 3 more fools to grind down for the pile.
Look out! Take cover!
Don't fancy our chances making it through that. What do you think?
Let's just charge through it.
Are you mad?
How about we fall back for now? There's not much we can do here.
I don't like it, but we've no other choice. Let's pull back.
It really has been one nuisance after another here. I suppose my crushing you will be the last lesson you learn. Come to me if you can!
That damned Zorba. He would go to such lengths to desecrate the Royals' legacies.
Damn frustrating to get stuck after coming this far. No other paths either. Are we just going to have to charge through?
We cannot evade such a barrage, nor will our armor protect us fully. There has to be a better way.
We could use a shield, or something close enough to it.
A shield?
Well, for lack of a shield proper, can you think of anything we might use?
The painting of Luis.
What? From the portrait hall?
Ah, of course! A marvelous gambit! If we shield ourselves with Luis's portrait, Zorba may well refuse to fire upon us.
But it's just a flimsy painting.
A painting that he took the trouble to protect, transport, and mount. If he truly worships Luis, might he not hesitate to shoot it?
Point taken. I suppose it's our best shot.
What? You degenerates! That's...
Don't mind us. We've rubbish to dispose of.
Rubbish! You heathens! I'll pulverize you!
Try if you like. Be ashamed to destroy your Lord Luis's pretty face, though.
Ah! Underhanded, treacherous little...
That's rich coming from you!
Silence! You witless incompetents! I can't tarry here any longer. I have important things to do. However, you defile Lord Luis with this blasphemy! You'll pay! I swear! I'll make you regret this!
Oh, so it's desecration when it comes to his lord, but the sanctity of the dead means nothing.
No kidding. We must be getting close.
This is the royal scepter, is it? Divine relic, progenitor of all igniters. Now I need only keep it safe until the handover.
Trespasser. The faith of the people doth not lie with thee. Thou art unworthy of the crown's authority. Until a worthy successor rises, I shall keep the scepter. Only one may wield the magic of kings, the true protector of the people.
There you have it. The king will only forfeit the royal scepter to a people's champion. So, no risk of it falling into someone else's hands for now. Meaning Lord Luis's victory is assured. All that remains is my glorious calamity. Oh, how they will cry when the swell of Magla bursts. How they will beg and crawl and plead for Lord Luis's salvation. There you are.
Where is the royal scepter?
The fallen king protects it. The scepter is beyond us all. For the time being, that is. Now, if you're finished, be gone from my sight. I'll not harm you either. Even I have some sympathy for fools.
Oh, we'll see ourselves out. Once we knock Luis's whereabouts out of you.
I'm sorry. Do you actually think you can stop me?
Why don't we find out?
I see now! No wonder I couldn't understand your actions. They're baseless, utterly unfounded.
Madness ill becomes you, Zorba.
You again. What would you know of it? I know no lady knights. Wait! A knight with blood-red tresses. Don't tell me you're the buffoon who failed to protect the prince.
Judgments mean nothing from a man who sullies the dead. You've fallen far yourself.
Perhaps I am unworthy of the royal scepter, but I can still bring change to this world. I can still teach them true fear.
You'll find that hard to do from a dungeon, blackguard. The time has come for you to face justice.
You, knight, have no idea what real justice is. And that mistake will cost you your life. Rejoice, rats! That witless assassin is dead. But I shall gladly send you to join him! Now die! Lord Luis's destined kingdom will be built atop your bones!
What destined kingdom? Tell us where Luis has gone, or we'll tear the words from you!
For all the innocent lives you played for pawns, I shall make you pay!
We don't stop him? There's no telling how much he'll destroy.
I won't hold back! Burn!
Are you prepared? I'll crush you!
Strong can't take any more! Someone
Someone kill him!
Is that all?
I pull your strings!
So he has the power to control the dead?
I call upon royal power within! You'll be dust!
Let's
Cease
go.
your pointless struggling.
Here! Knight! I strike with conviction!
I've bodies to spare!
Nice dodge! You got some fancy footwork, Stroll.
I shall vanquish evil! I'll crush you!
Come forth, royal soul! We're not out of
Helpful
this
as
yet.
ever.
You'll die soon enough. Now dance for me! Now dance for me!
Try not to worry.
I'm obliged.
Seeker! Light!
Oh, power of heroes!
I
Cease
call
your
upon
pointless
royal power
struggling.
within!
I pull your strings!
I won't hold back! Flare!
You're fools to defy Lord
I strike with conviction!
I shall vanquish evil!
The Seeker! Light!
You hit their weakness!
Let justice
That's your
prevail!
opening, Captain!
I've bodies to spare!
Take
Right on target!
Seeker!
Louise!
Flare!
Stroll can't take any more! Someone
They yet cling to life.
I call upon royal power within!
That helped.
Thank you.
Louise!
Light!
You hit their weakness!
Let justice
That's your
prevail!
opening,
My
Captain!
blade cuts like it's still standing, I see.
I pull your strings!
Brawler! Oh, tougher than I thought.
Come forth, royal soul!
Impossible! This can't be happening! Lord Louise!
Not bad, if I say so myself. I could get used to this.
You have desecrated the cathedral. You have plundered graves. You have taken innocent lives. Stand, fiend, and face your sentence.
Don't kill him yet! He needs to tell us where Luis is!
You'll get nothing from me. Just end it and be done.
You know Luis won't return that loyalty. Once you outlive your usefulness, he'll cast you aside.
Lord Louise is everything to me. How could I expect the damned Clamart to understand what it's like? You must know. Surely an elder like you must know what it's like. To be an outcast, to be every fool's scapegoat. They call us lesser tribes. They loathe us. Their speeches of tribal harmony mean nothing, when every day they cheat and abuse us. Do you think I didn't believe once? That I never dared to hope my efforts made me equal? Then I heard exactly what they think of us. The lessers are expendable. Send them to the fore, and they shall be our living shields. They doomed us, and laughed as we died.
But these atrocities make you no better than your oppressors.
You know, it's a curious thing. They say Magla is born from pain and negative emotions. Magic is a dangerous art, isn't it? I had thought to gather an unstoppable swell of Magla, but it doesn't matter anymore. Those lordly pigs can drown in their own dread. Sanctism cannot save this world. If we are to be ruled by a god,
Then let it be Lord Louis!
What did you just do?
This is everything I've been building my Magla for! A little early, perhaps. But now, you can experience my glorious day of calamity!
Hey! Tell us where Luis is!
Ah, my lord. Luis.
Damn it! What's happening? This feels like...
It's a human! The human lives!
A human? Wait, is it that monstrosity Luis brought to the funeral? It wasn't dead?
No. That was Zorba's gift, wasn't it? Animation. Reanimation.
Did he sacrifice his own life to... No. If that monster breaches the city...
We have to stop it at all costs.
The place is collapsing! Hurry!
Look.
Hurry! Damn it.
I pledge. Is all well?
On guard!
How can this be? Was this creature's rebirth Zorba's plan all along?
If it escapes, if it makes it to the city...
It spotted us!
His Highness's home must still stand when he returns. I will end this here!
Another city in ruins. Never again. It dies or I do.
It's coming!
Look at the size of that thing.
It would be catastrophic if it breached the city. We must stop it!
But how are we supposed to kill something this huge?
Look there! That can be little else but the heart. Surely to strike there would give it pause.
But it's too high up for our weapons to reach. Do we use magic?
A viable plan. Yet surely if we can knock the creature down first, its heart will be close enough to strike with steel.
Then we bludgeon the torso. Knock the wind out of it. Hard to miss a target that size, at least.
Start by attacking the body!
Are you prepared? I'll crush
Hit
you!
their weak point! Keep it up,
Seeker!
Joel!
Here!
Helpful as ever.
With blade in hand! My blade cuts like we're still standing, I
I
see!
shall vanquish evil. You'll be...
You see that?
We did it! Now we can go for its heart!
The freedom.
Come forth, royal soul! Feel its
My
power!
thanks.
Knight! I strike with conviction!
action!
No holding back!
Let's go! The blade's edge!
What's that?
For all
I think
that we
something's coming!
strive for!
Watch out!
My blade cuts like the wind!
Are you prepared? Take tougher than I thought.
Come forth, royal soul! I'll cut. Still here?
Stroll's badly wounded. Can anyone heal him? What? The shell's back to normal. Can anyone heal him?
Seeker! We're not out
My
of this
thanks.
yet!
With blade in hand! Sever!
No holding back! I'll blow you away!
Only a
He's
flesh wound.
hurt bad. Let's get him some healing.
I won't hold back!
By the night! My blade cuts like the wind!
A Shrola! I'll crush you!
Stroll's badly wounded. Can anyone heal him? Stroll can't
Let's
take
go.
anymore.
We can do
Helpful
this!
as
Heal
ever.
him.
Night! Sever!
Ah! You'll beat this!
Now! Aim for the heart!
Come forth, royal soul!
For all that we strive for!
I call upon royal power within!
I won't hold back!
My thanks!
I think those soldiers are coming again. I know! I could cause a scene inside and distract the soldiers. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. I did it! Just let me rest a bit.
Night! I strike with they yet cling to life.
Ruler! I'll crush! You see that?
The blade's still here?
Well, after all, only a flesh wound. You need
Good
training.
job, everyone! Talk about a close call.
Ruler! Take right on target!
Now! Aim for the heart! Stroll can't
Seeker!
take any more!
With healing
Someone
I
help
owe you.
him.
Allies, together! For all that we strive for! Still standing, I
I
see.
shall vanquish evil and die hard!
Seeker!
Sorry about that.
I'll cut through!
Back in the fight.
Satisfactory.
I feel stronger.
Finally, it's over.
You have my sincerest thanks. You risked your life to protect the capital.
We barely protected anything. The royal capital's in chaos, and Grius was one of us. And now he's gone.
Stroll?
On the morning of the funeral, I promised Maria that we'd all be back that evening. Break bread together again. I fought with everything I had, but it doesn't erase the past. It's a hard lesson, but one so obvious. I only wish I'd learned it sooner. What can I begin to tell Maria?
It wasn't your fault, Stroll.
I just can't see how it isn't.
I hate how powerless I am.
I should never have made a promise I couldn't keep.
Listen, Stroll. Alcest made his choice. To live and die for his country. If not for him, His Highness would not be alive now. And I'd not have met you or learned the truth myself. He and everyone else that fell here did not die in vain. And you have not fought in vain either.
There! It's them!
Thank you so much. I thought I'd never see my family again. I'll never take my life for granted again. It's all thanks to you.
Oh, no, we didn't do much.
May the teachings guide and protect you. Closure.
So you're the ones who put a stop to that madman's scheme, and killed the human besides. Now the soldiers might rest in peace. Seeing that there are others who can take those monsters down, it means we don't have to rely on Luis. It gives us hope. Thank you.
To think there were people watching us without our knowing. Hope, eh? Feels like it's been hard to come by lately.
'Tis a thing easily promised and hard won. But once you have it, it pushes you onward. So long as you let it.
Yes. You're right. It's a shame we couldn't get anything out of Zorba.
We still need to kill Luis, or the prince's curse will never be lifted. If not even Grius could do it, what chance do we have?
Do you recall, just before Luis would have been struck, he was shielded by some manner of magic?
Are you saying it would happen again? That Luis would be impervious to our attack?
What? That's ridiculous!
Well, we'll get nowhere with idle guesses. To test the theory, we have to find him.
I'll see if my contacts in the Guard have any threads to pursue.
Whoa, that'd be great! The Knights are bound to have more reach than us. And we don't have much to go on otherwise.
But under the circumstances, I expect their forces to be in considerable disarray for a while yet. Don't expect too much.
I've my own matters to attend to. If I floundered this much against Zorba, I'll not stand a chance against Luis. We have to get stronger.
Well, until we've got a lead on Luis, let's make sure we use our time wisely, okay?
Let's hone our skills as best we can.
A fine idea. We can never be complacent in our strength.
In any case, let's head back to the inn. And I want to check on Maria, too.
Your attention, please, ladies and gents. We've all seen the royal palace up in the sky, plus a massive magical rock. Apparently, all very shocking. I'm positively staggered. Moving on. The bit that gets me is all this talk of the next king. Word is they'll be chosen based on the people's will. Everyone gets a say. But right now, I suppose we ought to talk about all those other faces up on the rock, hadn't we?
Oh, I was wondering about those.
Now, the Sanctus Church has looked into it, and it seems like size matters. More public support, bigger face on the rock, etc. Looks like we've got Sanctifex Forden in the lead, and Count Luis hot on his trail.
Well, naturally Sanctifex Forden is at the top. The real surprise is how anyone else is that close behind him.
Oh, come off it, Count Luis. He's a man's man, a real pillar of strength.
Ugh, wake up, would you? Haven't you seen what's happened to the Grand Cathedral?
Hold your horses now, everyone. Just calm down. Won't do to just focus on the front runners, will it? There are many more pieces in play here. Take a look. Anyone who gets the people's support might be crowned. Anyone. Well, you could do it. Well, I could do it if I liked. Looks like we've quite a few new aspirants up there. All bright-eyed and ambitious monarchs to be. Had I a seat, I'd be on the edge of it.
Hold on, aren't you a town crier for the church? They're not going to like you going on about all these other faces.
Oh, please. The Sanctifex's lead isn't so fragile that I could jeopardize it. Besides, a good race would be some terrific entertainment, eh? Keep your eyes up and your ears open, ladies and gents. Albus Batlin, the Crier, is going to have all the latest on these promising candidates.
Welcome back. I've heard the news. You took down those dastards under Luis's command, did you?
We took down just one of his agents.
Come now. That's plenty cause for celebration. You've done a fine thing. I hope this helps him rest in peace.
I will see his dreams fulfilled. I promise you that.
How's Maria holding up?
Still cooped up in her room. She's not eaten a thing.
The city sure isn't astir. I thought it might be news of defeating the human. But there's more to it than that.
Small wonder when any among the populace might be king. Candidates are coming out of the woodwork.
Speaking of which, I've actually heard another rumor. They say Sanctifex Forden's planning some sort of grand announcement. Word among the Sanctus Church is that it's bound to bring Luis out of hiding.
Really? That'd be great if it's true.
The announcement is supposedly on the 22nd. They'd not be talking about such an exact date if there weren't some truth to it.
We'd best wait before we plan our next move, then. Might not have much of a choice, in truth.
We have waited long enough to rule this land.
Scheming king. What sort of man has a contingency plan for his own death?
That face in the sky, is that really the king?
We didn't listen to some blasted rock. Name the new king under our authority and be done with it.
The populace would reject it outright. As it is so clearly born from the king's magic, they trust this decree as the king's own. That aside, when that assassin tried to claim Luis's head, I saw some strange magic foil his killing blow. Is that also the king's doing?
Is that not why we sent for that professed curse-breaker scholar or some such? Send her in, and let us hear her findings.
'Tis an honor, esteemed nobles. I am Rella Melanchorophus Cygnus, daughter of House Cygnus.
Yes, all right, spare us the pleasantries. We want the facts, girl.
Oh, well, concerning the magic that seemed to save Count Luis's life, we've seen similar incidents in different places. It would seem this magic's purpose is to ensure that the coronation cannot be decided by force, only by the trust of the people. If those who have earned a measure of the people's trust are being shielded, it must be by the king's magic. At least, that is my belief.
So what? You're telling me that blasted Luis is invincible now? Damnation!
How distressing. Yet one wonders, is our risen king observing each individual conflict between his aspirants?
I cannot say how it's triggered. Only the king would know the exact conditions, and we obviously cannot simply ask. Though, I can say there is one certain means of bypassing it. A duel could overcome this sorcery.
So they can be killed, but not murdered. Certainly a petty distinction I could only expect from such a blind romanticist.
And, that is everything I know. At the moment, that is.
At this point, Luis's public support rivals our own. Disappointing, really, that so many would desire his vision of shepherd and livestock.
Beasts, the lot of them. A dog is happiest on its leash.
They seek a king with strength, do they? Then let us give them a display of our own power, with grace, nobility,
and civility.
Assassins dying in the streets. The people locked in an inescapable power struggle. What was His Majesty thinking?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.